that's another commentary again. RandomCivil, better known as TheViper versus Tammy, playing. Um, I'm gonna fast forward this game a little bit more than I used to for fast forward the last one. Tammy again having a good civilization, and TheViper thinking he is doing a civilization hack because the last time he had the Aztecs, and no, he has the Huns. Uh, Didn't use hack well. Um, okay, I'm finding his boar here, almost all his sheeps too. But let's look at the Viper, which is already exploring with his sheeps, playing as the cells, and Tammy is playing as the Huns. So no need for houses. Let's fast forward this a little bit because I don't think there will be that much drushing going on. Getting loom for the Viper and getting up to wood. His wood is uphill almost everywhere except for there, and having uphill wood is pretty bad. Having scouted a boar which hasn't been taken from Tammy, and exploring Tammy pretty much, finding his lumber camp, which is definitely a good place to find of your enemy. Seems well we will have a little bit of drushing going on. There we see the little group of militias moving up, but having to fight 3 wolves, which will definitely damage these militia heavily, and still having his scout up. Seeing here they are saying from the wolves, the Viper might lose his scout here if these militias aren't in time. But by the looks of it, they won't be. His scout is dead. And probably going to have loom already too for Tammy, so this drush will almost do no damage at all. Yes, having loom already up, so if these villagers just would fight back and they'll scout. Ooh, and we see Tammy advancing and the Viper still being on the way to advance. So 10-minute advance isn't that bad at all. These militia are keeping these villagers just busy, so they are not working. We are getting a stable up here by the looks of it, and having a few spearmen getting created too. Let's see what we have here. Getting up gold mines, so probably going to make archers, which is really the style of the Viper that we have seen so far in multiple games being played by him. And yeah, lost a spearman by the looks of it right there, so a loss of a little bit of resources. Not that big of a matter, not that big of a backside. The losing his scout for the Viper was really a way bigger loss than only that single spearman over there. Also lost one of his militia, probably the one that was heavily damaged from the wolves. Tammy is only now going to look where his enemy is located. Oh no, he scouted him already, but he didn't scout nearly as much as the Viper has of his enemy. And the Viper seeing he's probably going scout, so he might also make a few spearmins. Yes, he is. And getting up 2 archery ranges. Let's fast forward a little. And a blacksmith, of course, for not for botkin arrow, but for flashing. Having a little harassment here. By the looks of it, lost one villager and 1 scout. Well, the scout loss is of course for Tammy. Tammy is stopping the score right now, probably because he is able to scout more. And going to look for a way in with his scouts here. Let's see if this is walled off. No, this is not walled off, but having spearmen right over here, that will probably force them to retreat again. maxing out an army here. And let's look what Tammy is doing. Walling off here, and just making scouts and a few skirmishers to counter with the archers, which are moving up now together with one spearman. And these three still being up here, probably going to die pretty soon. Tammy has having his fun in this. Let's fast forward a little bit more until this little army reaches up here and try to harass the wood. So now we have the harassment of the wood section. Tammy is still being topping the score, trying to pick off as much villagers as possible. Lost one villager there, that makes it 2. Seeing the skirmisher moving in, retreating 3, and losing his spearman here, so there's no reason why the scout would be keeping back here. Having the scouts probably move from here back also. And losing another villager here and another one over there. So good macroing for TheViper, but losing his little force here. Not sure if TheViper has a little army up already. Yes, he has a little army up again, and a third archery range coming up. Still creating a few spearments, of course, because he saw the great army of scouts. Let's fast forward again until the next encounter. Not that I am not interested in their economy, but yeah, there we go, another encounter, but retreating immediately, because else these videos will become so long. Like we have with the one, at the moment I'm uploading one that's around 15 minutes or so, and I almost didn't speed up, so now I'll speed up a little bit. This game is, I think, about an hour also, or 40 minutes or so. That's why I'm going to speed up. Getting quite a big army here, and moving in here, a fast walling off, but this wall will probably break soon, and moving in here with these scouts and archers, but getting easily picked off by the spearmen and the in-moving archers, forcing Tammy to retreat again. But here, going to look to lure these archers up here, and no, he's not. I thought he would lure the Viper to the downhill and take the hill advantage, but apparently it's not this way. TheViper again taking the lead of the score, not looking into going castle any way soon, but by the looks of it, Tammy will soon go up to the castle age. And TheViper being pop blocked at this very moment, building 2 houses, or at least 1 house and a mill. And a little army here, no army moving in, little army patrolling here for TheViper, and let's look what Tammy is doing. He's advancing to Castle Age, retreating with his little force that he used to flush a little bit, and not creating that much units anymore. Getting up a second stable, so probably going to go for this for the scouts and knights. Also getting upgrades here for the mounted units, already having +2 attack for mounted units, and +1 pierce armor for these archers. And here we have +1 for the archers, for everything, for normal armor, pierce armor, and extra damage. And also going castle age. Let's fast forward again a little bit, going heavily onto gold, so probably going for these gold heavy units. And Tammy going up to, oh, and we missed this little encounter here. TheViper actually lost this fight over here and lost quite a big amount of his army. You see, fast forwarding is not always the best thing. I'll need to get. I'll get used to it pretty soon by doing it. A fourth archery range coming up for the Viper, also advancing. Let's see if Tammy actually used this time good. Yes, yes, a little force moving down, going for the knights as I thought he would go. Having to retreat with this knight because the Viper having the hill advantage. I'm probably soon going to upgrade those archers to crossbowmen also. Yeah, there we go. Having this army up here, knowing there will be an encounter very soon, so letting them patrol. Spotting there a knight, so he is probably thinking there will be a crush, which seems to be the way, mixed with some crossbowmen and keeping up the production of knights. Also going heavily into gold, having a few idols over there, making crossbowmen very efficiently with these 4 archery ranges. Let's fast forward again a little until the next encounter. Mixing those crossbowmen with a few elite skirms, not that much elite skirms, for fighting off, if needed, a few crossbowmen. Great macroing here from both players, moving in with skirms at one place and at the other place with his main army. Moving up here with these skirms is not what I would have done against this group having the uphill. But look here, the crush is starting from Tammy moving in with all these knights, taking down quite a big amount of villagers, losing a few of his knights and taking the hill advantage to take down these skirmishers. Here we have still these skirmishers following these crossbowmen and getting to an encounter. And here we have the main force fighting each other, losing a lot of crossbowmen at this place. And having a knight back here in the base, picking off villagers one by one, but probably going to get killed very soon. We got the 2 seconds. Okay guys, I'm back. A little mistake here. Someone entering the room. No problem, we have the main encounter here. Probably Tammy going to take the hill advantage here. Try to fight off those big force of crossbowmen. But this army of knights probably not going to be big enough to fight all these crossbowmen who are going to be micro. It's probably like a boss, like we are used to see it from the Viper. Yes, this is actually the training account of the Viper, RandomCivil, and has a 2200-ish rating, I think, if I'm informed well. Drinking a little bit of water so I don't get that dry moment like I did at the last video. Having the second town center up pretty late for the Viper, already having 2 up, making the third one for Tammy. And moving in here again with the force of scouts, but spotting this army also of crossbowmen from the Viper, which will probably retreat now because he saw this army but was on the way moving up. Building a barracks is probably going to get some pikemen out to destroy these few knights. Having a few idle villagers there. Let's fast forward again a little bit till the next encounter. Here we have a little small force from the Viper that just died, and moving in with a lot of crossbowmen for the Viper. Moving in here, probably going to be able to destroy the economy quite well. But I got some messages from Skype, 2 seconds.